fellow patriots, welcome to Hope for Survival YouTube. Hope you're having a great day. It's Wednesday, January 31st, in this year of 2024. And this is another on the road from the truck video on these bumpy Alabama roads. So I'll try to level it out. These truck videos require a lot of editing because of the broken pavement, bridges. But anyway, in this video, I want to talk to you about Operation Uncertainty. What do I mean by Operation Uncertainty? Confusion, bewilderment, the uncertainty of what is true, what is not true, and all of the psychological operations that are being conducted 24/7 against nations, governments, and the people. And to make matters worse, 3 months ago, roughly 2 months ago, our director of the FBI came out and told us the terrorist threat domestically was the highest it's ever been. And in the last 24 hours, he came out and said the threat of cyber attacks against U.S. infrastructure and people was at its highest point yet. So we have to wonder, is this real? How real it is? Or is this possibly a psychological operation of something that is coming that they know about? Is it in fact a Chinese threat? Or is it something that's going to be conducted by our government and blamed on China? And the truth is, we are likely to never know. But there's so much information that's out there. Some of it is by foreign entities, and then some of it is simply just bad information. And I see posts that people are posting as information that they're sharing to followers. That is simply not possible and it's just not true. A good example of this is I read a post where someone stated that war was imminent, that the bombers had left the bases and they were carrying nuclear weapons. Sounds frightening. It should be frightening. The only problem with that is the fact that there are treaties in place, numerous treaties. Granted, I don't know that anyone's honoring treaties right now, but there are treaties in place. If a bomber leaves a base and it's loaded with nuclear weapons, that's an act of war. And even through all the chaos that's going on, I don't recall hearing a statement out of our government stating that we are officially at war against a named country. That's the first problem. Secondly, and historically, bombers do not leave military bases. Bombers don't leave military bases loaded with bombs and fly over U.S. domestic states. The aircraft itself, yes, but not loaded with weapons. Those weapons are separated from the aircraft and they are packaged very securely, and they are moved through another method of transit. And at some point, they will merge at another location, and they'll be reattached to the airframe. And then, when the time is deemed appropriate, that airframe will launch to its destination to drop those munitions. It's kind of troubling that so many good people, so many patriots simply want to know the truth, and in so many cases they're basically being fed fear porn to attract followers and attention, to try to get people to return to the next episode. And then those people take that information and they share it, and then it gets shared, and it gets shared, and it gets shared. And now bad information is being spread all over the place. This is why, in our predicament, this is why it is so hard to stay grounded to the truth and to stay focused and to keep focused on preparedness and doing the things that we all need to be doing. I can't tell you the number of people in the last couple of weeks the people who I know who have been acquaintances, the people who have been acquaintances over years, who've approached me and talked to me about helping them get prepared. People's minds are opening up. They know they know that there's lots of problems. They're trying to adjust their finances to be able to afford preparing, even if it's just food and water. People's attention are focused on world events, specifically on Texas. We're focused on Texas. I shared some thoughts on Texas in my last video that I think that it's a nothing burger. The border is a problem, absolutely. It's not my point. My point is the escalation between a state and the federal government. I believe, one, on a federal level, it would be political suicide. 10 months from an election for a president to continue escalating this problem. So I think in the near future, you're going to see someone buckle and bend. And the second part is, why has it taken 3 years for the governor of Texas to finally step up to the plate? I think it's one of those watch my right hand while my left hand is doing something else. So, but I see on so many threads and so many topics, granted, a lot of these people are writing and they're doing podcasts and they're writing articles to attract readers and viewers. It is their source of livelihood. It's their source of drawing income. And they got to write and record stories that attract people, which promotes numbers, which promotes income. So I get all that. But the problem is, as I wrote about in the upcoming Patriot Express newsletter edition number 252, coming out Friday, how psychological operations are having such a major impact on the mindset of fellow patriots, because so many of them, a large percentage of them, for whatever reason, they do not choose to separate and ask the question, can this be true? And they don't know how to go through the process of the OODA loop, which I wrote about in book 2, The Mindset. They don't know how, they either choose to not know or they don't know how to cycle this process to eliminate truth from fiction, from untruth. And that's causing a lot of the problems that we're having. And sadly, it goes beyond the psychological operation side of it. It does change and it can sway mindsets. But the bigger problem is the stress that it creates and the long-term mental health issues that it causes amongst the populace. And this is an individual thing that people have to figure it out. And I can tell you from past experience, no matter how many times you write or record a video or you try to tell people that they're being played, they don't want to hear it because they want more of it. And at that point, there's nothing that we can do. Even having experienced this a lot in my past life, witnessing how powerful psyops can be and the uncertainty that it creates in movements, pro or con, to the objective. It is very powerful. And people are going to believe what they want to believe. I just hope and pray it's not to their own detriment. Okay? So, Operation Uncertainty is in full swing. Has been, is, and will continue, especially as more problems. A lot of these problems are creating a lot of chaos internal to our government. Who's doing it? PSYOPs against PSYOPs, counter PSYOPs, intelligence information. Is it believable? Is it faulty? Is it swaying for, swaying against objectives of the host government to the nation, this being the United States government? So it is confusion. I would just encourage you to keep your feet grounded and don't be swayed or influenced by faulty information. You can read in the newsletter, there's some steps in there you can go through to kind of cycle through information to maybe help you. They're good steps. It was an article that came out in Survival Blog that I wrote about. So you can check that out if you so choose to do so. All I can do is point it out and encourage you to stay grounded and keep preparing, because in the end, no matter what happens, it's how well you have or haven't prepared that's going to make the difference in your life. And that is pretty much the bottom line of it. So I will end this point here and let you think about it. And if you like this video, please hit like. Thank you for following again. And thank you for past comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can when time permits. And I am on my way home from Alabama, but I'm only home for 24 hours, and then I'm on the road again for about 36 hours, then I'm back home for a day, and then I'm back on the road again for 4 days. So I'll try to update you as time permits, best I can, but hang in there, keep your head on a swivel, don't be swayed by all the negative information. The more you prepare, the more confident you should be feeling. No matter what happens, you can take care of yourself to the best that you can under the circumstances. So if you like this video, hit like, please. If you have not subscribed, please hit subscribe, join the team, follow us, we appreciate it. And be blessed, and most of all, don't forget to give thanks. We are blessed people. And have a great day.